Okay, guys. Good evening from wherever place you're watching this video from. This is K. Stanley Olisa. So this is like a week recap on the trade I took this week. So for some of you who already know that I only trade just the US oil and gold. So I'll be starting with the US oil trade. The first trade I took this week, the US oil. This is the daily. So the first thing I noticed on the daily this week was the uh, lower high, lower low creation the market was actually creating at the time. So I expected a possible buy from there. So actually, the market has just been selling from the October of 2025, 24th of October 2025, and been selling down, creating the lower high, lower low, the lower high, lower low, the lower high, lower low. So this is just like what the market has been doing for the time until the point that where I got my own entry. So let me just remove this. And take this out. So for some of you who already know that, you understand that you understand what the trend. Whenever they always say that you have to follow the trend, all right. So whenever you see things like this, you only know that whatever thing you are looking for is what is following the trend. That is, if only you were able to catch the trend, all right. So myself, I was not able to catch the trend, so I had to just wait until the market. I noticed that the market has already taken this low, all right. This low was created around 9th of April 2025, so that's around how many months ago? And this is 2026. This is the first month of the year. So it took out this low around December, which already tells us that the market is probably going to be buying, all right. So then the market started creating this higher and higher lows, which is this. Oh, sorry about that. This high, low, high, low, high, low. So I think this was where I spotted my buys from. This just at a sketch of what I just did. All right, we actually have a little consolidation around here before the market broke out. So this was where I got that trade. Let's just go down to 4 hours so you can see this very clearly. So there was a minor consolidation around here. The market was creating this high. It was just like the market was trading around inside a channel, all right, just like this, inside a channel, all right, before we had this breakout. So it's not much of a major channel anyway, but the market was just trading inside this channel, all right. And this was where I caught my trade from. Let's go down to 1 hour, because everything here is looking very confusing for so many people. But I already understood what the market was already doing, because if you look at the market here, you see that the market clearly created just what I showed on the daily. The high, low, high, low, high low pattern, just that. All right, so I cut my entry around here. Let me just go straight to that. I cut my entry around here after the market. This was the low that took the the April, the last year low. This was the low that took it out, and then the market came down here. The market came down here and created tapped into this block. So let me first of all show the first trade, because I took about 3 trades. Yes, 3 trades on US oil, which I shared on my channel. I only shared just 1 trade on my channel, and the 3 trades was very successful. So let me just show the first trade first. So what actually triggered me to take this first trade, which was this trade here. This was what made me take the trade. Already price has created this high low. So here was acting like a resting liquidity around here. There's something the market was chasing after. The fact that the market was actually creating this consolidation around this, inside this channel, right? So I noticed that the market must probably be chasing something around here. So I came here to understand that we had I actually spotted my trading pattern here, which was the price market took this high, internal high here, took another internal high here, and leaving us with an OB here, and then this minor liquidity here that the market needs to come and tap into. All right, so once I spotted this, what I did was going down to the lower time frame, which is on the 15 minutes. I only take my trades on the 15 minutes and 5 minutes. So I went to the 15 minutes to set my pending order, but the 15 minutes actually gave me a more clearer view of that, right? Because all I need to do is just to follow the trend, right? So I followed the trend here. I was able to catch the trend here. That is the high that was taken here, the side I was taking here. The side I was taking here, and this other one. Right now, price left this. I don't know what some of you call this, but I always call it liquidity. Yeah, right. I always call it liquidity. Once I spot something like this, I call that liquidity. I then have to look for an OB around here, an imbalance, because we have an imbalance here. So we can call it whatever thing you want to call it, but I just call it OB on imbalance. All right, so I spotted this OB and imbalance here. It's already an unmitigated OB, so I expect price to come down here to react from, because when price came down here, price rallied up and never took this high, came down again, rallied up for a while, and never took any of these highs here, and also came down here, went up, and never took any of this high here. All right, so I expected that when I saw this sell, I expected that price was probably coming for this unmitigated OB here. So immediately I saw that, I took my trade. Sorry, I'll still take this thing out. I always don't like my trade looking very shabby and confusing. All right, so I just wanted to just show. So the price tapped in here. So once I see that price has gotten to this point of interest for me, what I did was go down to 5 minutes to see it more clearly, and then probably take the trade. So the next thing I'm looking for here is what my entry confirmation. Okay, so on this first trade, I actually used one of the strategies that I traded like last week, like last year, throughout last year. Actually used that strategy. So here, I actually did not even need to look for any candlestick confirmation or whatever thing. I just had to just get my break of structures, and then confirm if really this liquidity still is a valid one by just using my Fibonacci to confirm that is this. I confirm it. I drag my Fibonacci from here down to here, so meaning that this my liquidity actually my liquidity actually is inside the 50%, which makes it very much valid. If this liquidity was outside of this 50%, all right, I wouldn't even consider this. All right, so making this low a very protected low. So what I needed was just to set my pending order. And boom, that's just it. All right, I just set my pending order and the market triggered it, but I always like to get all my confirmations right. I don't always just trade this way, but I think I set my pending order on this particular trade. Right, I didn't wait for candlestick confirmation and the rest of it. I just set it and then risked what I was comfortable to lose. All right, so on these two trades, this is the most important one I want to talk about this week. So this one is not really that important because that strategy is not something I'm giving so much. It still works, but it doesn't always surface itself all the time. All right, so whenever it does, I just capitalize on it because that's just what we are here in the market to do, to capitalize on opportunities and make money and go. All right, so this second one was this. I had to just follow the trend, all right, because already I know that the price has taken the sell side liquidity, and so price is now rallying up. So whatever thing I'll have to be looking for is what is all buy. I'll have to be looking for buys, no more sell. All right, so after this trade happened, I had to wait for the market to react. So I'll have to go down to my 15 minutes so that you can see this much clear. All right, so already we have this